Oh, hi, it's working. Okay, great. So we are on chapter 62. It's called Atop a Giant Donut. Emery is sitting beside of me. She wants to listen to the story. Emery, you want to say hello?
Hello, come first.
Stop. She's gotten into this habit where she likes to make up random words that are nonsensical. So if you hear her say something that doesn't make sense, it's not that you misheard her. It just really actually doesn't make sense. Okay, so chapter 62, Atop a Giant Donut. And this chapter is actually a comic. And I'll show you the pictures after I tell you what's going on in the comic. So this comic is all about Ulysses. And it shows him flying over the neighborhood. and it says, the superhero flew over the sleeping world. The world was beautiful and he was alive. And it shows Ulysses and he's thinking, man, there sure are a lot of houses. They sure do look alike. Also, the superhero was lost. It shows him thinking, Flora? And he's looking around, looking over, and he's starting to fly over top of the Giant Donut restaurant. And now he's thinking, he landed on top of the Giant Donut restaurant, and he's thinking, here I am, sitting on top of the Giant Donut. I wish Flora were here with me. Flora? And then he spies something in a window. I'll let you decide what you think it is.
See two.
You can see in just a minute.
I think it's me.
Stop. There you go. See the squirrel?
Yeah, it's right there.
Chapter 63, Little Fishes. A squirrel flies in, said Dr. Measham. This I did not expect at all. It is what I love about life, that things happen which I do not expect. When I was a girl in Blundermeakin, we left the window open for this very reason, even in the winter. We did it because we believed something wonderful might make its way to us through the open window. Did wonderful things find us? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But tonight it has happened. Something wonderful. Dr. Measham clapped her hands. A window has been left open. A squirrel flies in the window. The heart of an old woman rejoices. Ulysses's heart rejoiced too. He wasn't lost anymore. Dr. Measham would help him find Flora. Also, Dr. Measham might make him a jelly sandwich. Imagine, said Dr. Measham, imagine if I had been sleeping, what I would have missed. But then, always and forever, I have been an insomniac. You know what that is? Insomnia? Ulysses shook his head. It means I do not sleep. When I was a girl in Blundermeakin, I did not sleep. Who knows why? It could be, excuse me, existential terror related to the trolls. Or it could be simply because I do not sleep. Sometimes there are no reasons. Often, most of the time, there are no reasons. The world cannot be explained. But I talk too much. I digress. I need to say to you, why are you here and where is your Florabelle? Ulysses looked at Dr. Measham. He made his eyes very big. If only there were some way to tell her everything that had happened. Flora's mother saying that life would be easier without her, the universe expanding, William Spider's banishment, Flora's homesickness, the writing of his poem, the typing of the untrue words, the stone squirrel, the sack, the woods, the shovel. The squirrel was overwhelmed by everything there was to say and his inability to say it. He looked down at his front paws. He looked back up at Dr. Measham. "Ah," she said, "there's too much to say. You do not know where to begin." Ulysses nodded. "Perhaps it would be good to begin with a little snack?" Ulysses nodded again. When the other Dr. Measham was alive, oh, hold on. This is Dr. Measham talking. "When the other Dr. Measham was alive and I could not sleep, do you know what he would do for me? Well, this man would put on his slippers and he would go out into the kitchen and he would fix me sardines on crackers. You know sardines?" Ulysses shook his head. "Little fishes in a can. He would put these little fishes onto crackers for me, and then I would hear him coming back down the hallway, carrying the sardines and humming, returning to me." Dr. Measham sighed. "Such tenderness, to have someone get out of bed and bring you little fishes and sit with you as you eat them in the dark of night. To hum to you, this is love." Dr. Measham wiped at her eyes. She smiled at Ulysses. "So," she said, "I will make for you what my beloved made for me, sardines on crackers. Does that seem like a good thing?" Ulysses nodded. It seemed like a very good thing. "We will eat because this is important, to eat. And then, even though it's the middle of the night, we will go and knock on the door of Mr. George Buckman. And he will open the door to us because he is capacious of heart. And then George Buckman and I will figure out together why you are here and where our Florabelle is." Ulysses nodded. Dr. Measham went into the kitchen, and the squirrel sat on the windowsill and looked out into the dark world. Flora was out there somewhere. He would find her. She would find him. They would find each other. And then he would write her another poem. This one would be about little fishes and humming in the dark of the night. Alrighty, I think I'll stop there because I'm not sure how long of a video I can make. So let's try this. I'll upload it to my site, and I hope you like the chapters. Bye.